The last stage is also Internet. The Internet, which is written with an initial letters, refers to a global system of interconnected computer networks that use the TCP/IP standards. From the 1980s to 1990s, the ARPANET expanded rapidly to connect campus, Internet service provider, and personal computers worldwide. In 1990s, ARPANET was officially replaced by the Internet. Since then, the Internet has experienced explosive growth and changed the world in a revolutionary way. Okay, let's look at the basic concept of the computer networks. Computer networks are classified by coverage into local areas network, metropolitan areas networks, and wide area networks. First, we talk about LAN. A LAN is computer networks covering a small physical area, such as a room or a building. Organizations build LANs to interconnected personal computers and workstations to share resources such as printers and data and exchange information. The transmission speed of traditional LANs ranged from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps, and the time delay is dozens of microseconds with low error rate. The transmission speed of today's LANs can exceed 1 Gbps. The differences between the LANs and other network types lie in physical coverage, network topologies, transmission technologies. Covering a small area, a LAN is easy to manage and configure, and its network topologies can be very simple. In addition, it features short network delay, high transmission speed, reliable transmissions, and can be deployed in various topologies. All these features make LANs widely deployed for resource sharing and information exchanging in small physical areas. Okay, let's talk about MAN. A MAN covers a large geographical area than a LAN. The coverage of MANs range from several blocks of building to entire city, generally about 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles. Currently, a MAN mainly adopts IP and ATM technologies. A broadband IP MAN is a broadband multimedia telecommunications network built in a city for serial development and competition. Broadband IP MANs are extensions of broadband backbone networks within cities. As a component of local public information server platform, MAN is responsible for carrying various multimedia services, providing a variety of access methods, and satisfying the demands for IP-based multimedia service of governments, enterprise, and individuals. A broadband IP MAN must be a manageable and expandable telecommunication network. A MAN can be divided into the metropolitan part and the access part. The metropolitan part is an operator's network planned and built by the carrier, and can be further divided into metropolitan core layers and metropolitan distribution layers. The metropolitan core layer implements high-speed data transmission and exchange with MAN and interconnected with other networks. Whereas the metropolitan distribution layers implements data convergences and distribution. The access part can be built by carrier, an enterprise, a builder, or poverty management department. It offers not only traditional access but also local services to users. The MAN access part can be further divided into access distribution layer and users access layer. The access distribution layer aggregates and distributes data traffic, manages users, and provides service, and performs accounting for the MAN access part, whereas the users access layer provides access for users. Okay, finally we look at WAN. A WAN is a computer network that covers a broader geographical area than a LAN or MAN. It usually uses a variety of serial links of connections. An enterprise network accesses the local ISP through a WAN. A WAN allows for timed and partial timed connections and different rates of serial interfaces. A WAN generally adopts a hybrid topologies. Because of low speed and long delay, network access devices are only responsible for receiving or transmitting data. Network management such as routing is performed on interconnecting devices such as switches and routers. The interconnecting devices are connected through communication lines to form a mesh topologies. A WAN network features low transmission speed from 56 kbps to 155 mbps, long delay, and complex topologies. A WAN typically adopts mesh topologies and depends on the telecommunication data networks of carriers of connections. Okay, now we are understanding the origin and evolution of computer network and the concept of computer networks. So what's the evolution of network topology structures and the key performance specification of computer networks? Please follow up our subsequent videos. Thank you guys and see you next videos.